The great house at Collinwood in the year 1841, a time when the Collins family lived in mortal fear of a curse set upon them by an enraged ancestor more than 160 years ago. Since then, the family has known only tragedy. On the night that is just past, Melanie Collins was married to Kendrick Young, but their happiness was to be short-lived. First, they learned that Daphne Collins had just died after a brief illness. And then, Melanie once again became the victim of the ghost of Brutus Collins, the man who started the curse.
Mother, nobody understands better than I do how you feel. But it's just as well that you didn't see Gabriel.
Morgan, I feel so guilty. He deserved a better fate.
Mother, that could be said for all of us.
Somehow I felt closer to Gabriel than any of the rest of you. He was the weakest. He needed me the most.
Mother, I understand. But Gabriel's gone now. At least he has met his peace.
Yes, he's at peace. Come in.
What is it, Julia?
We must hold the lottery again. As soon as possible.
Julia, what are you talking about? What's happened?
It's Melanie. Kendrick and I had to lock her into the tower room.
She's had another attack?
Yes, only this one may be permanent.
Permanent?
Yes. Yes, she tried to kill Kendrick with a knife. We finally got it away from her.
Why do you say this might be permanent?
After we took her up to the tower room, we went back downstairs. We thought it was just another attack. But then suddenly Kendrick and I saw the ghost of Brutus Collins.
Brutus?
Yes, he was laughing at us, and then he spoke. He said that Melanie would never be sane until another Collins went into the locked room.
Mother.
We have no choice. We must do it.
We must do this for Melanie's sake.
Poor Melanie. She was married only last night. It's almost as if the ghost of Brutus waited for that moment of happiness and then deliberately struck her down. What a cruel and evil man he must have been.
Mother, we mustn't waste any more time talking. When would you like the family assembled?
Tell everyone we'll hold the lottery late this afternoon in the drawing room as usual.
But everyone isn't here, Mother. Quentin went to Boston.
When is he due back?
He won't be back till Monday.
Then we'll have to hold the lottery without him.
But, Mother, we've never done that before. We've never done it without the entire family.
Morgan, for Melanie's sake, we cannot afford to wait. When you see Kendrick, will you please tell him I want to speak to him?
Of course.
There's nothing we can do to avoid this.
I know. I cannot bear the thought of the lottery anymore. Who will it be, Julia? Who in the family will we lose this time?
Good morning, Hendrik.
Good morning, Catherine. Has Julia come downstairs yet?
No, I haven't seen her. You out for a walk so early this morning?
Yes. I found the house quite depressing this morning.
Well, has something else happened?
If you don't mind, let's wait for Julia.
Yes, of course.
Catherine, I didn't have time to tell you how I felt when I heard the news about Daphne. I'm sorry, Catherine. I don't know what else to say.
There's nothing else to say.
When is the funeral?
I don't know. It's up to Bramwell.
Catherine, are you ill?
No, I'm fine.
Well, obviously, you're not fine.
Oh, it's just emotional stress, that's all, Kendrick. Really, I'm perfectly all
That may
right.
be so, but you're going to sit down.
Thank you.
Catherine, what happened to you? What's wrong?
Morgan, please don't get yourself alarmed.
Catherine, I want you to answer my question. What's wrong?
There's nothing at all wrong. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all. It's just emotion. I'm still very upset over Daphne.
Well, I think it's much more than that. And I'm going to send for Dr. Fletcher.
No! Morgan, I'm perfectly healthy. Please don't call the doctor.
I think there's much more that you're not telling any of us.
That's absurd. If there was anything at all wrong, wouldn't you be the first to know?
I don't know.
Morgan, you must realize that if there was anything wrong, I would tell you right away. But there is nothing to tell, Morgan. Oh, please stop all this nonsense about a doctor.
Kendrick, Mother would like to see you in her room right away.
Excuse me.
I have some very bad news.
Why, what is it?
We're going to have to use this again.
What, the lottery?
Yes. It's going to take place later this afternoon.
But why, Morgan?
Please listen to me. There is a lot to explain.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Collins?
Yes, Kendrick. I wanted to tell you how sorry I am about what's happened to Melanie.
I should have taken Melanie away from here the moment we were married. As far away as possible.
No. You know that wouldn't have done any good. Melanie is subject to these attacks no matter where she is.
I would have found help for her. I swear I would.
I also want to speak to you about something else.
What is that?
I think it would be best if you had your marriage annulled.
No.
Oh, I know it shocks you, but you must face it. Under the circumstances, what sort of marriage have you got or can expect to have?
I will not consider it, Mrs. Collins.
But what if the prophecy is true? What if she stays this way permanently?
She won't.
How can you be sure of that?
There will be no annulment. Melanie is my wife. I vowed to take care of her in sickness and in health, and I will not break that vow.
But you wouldn't be.
I will not discuss the point any further. I have made up my mind. I have faith that Melanie will be herself again when the curse is broken.
And when will that be?
When I end it.
You?
Don't be surprised, Mrs. Collins. I am a Collins now. And I intend to take part in the lottery when it happens. And furthermore, I intend to be the one chosen to go into the room.
Morgan, how much longer do we have to wait?
A couple of hours. A couple of hours yet. But you needn't worry about it.
Why not?
Because you're not going to take part in it.
Oh, what are you saying? Of course I am.
You went through your obligation in the last lottery and you were chosen then.
But Morgan, you took my place in the room.
And I'll do it again. Catherine, please let me have my way. You've been through so much already, and I don't want you to have to go through any more. You're going to have to put all your effort into Daphne's funeral.
Very well. But if the family insists that I take part, then I shall.
Don't worry, I'll handle the family.
What are you thinking about, Julia?
How few of us there are left.
Don't let it depress you.
I can't help it. You know, I never used to think about what it would be like to go into that room. I suppose I always felt that I would never be the one chosen, but now...
But now you think you will be the one.
Yes, the thought of it frightens me. Perhaps it's because I know more about the room now. Ever since Morgan took me there during the day, something happened there, something that frightened me more than anything I've ever felt.
Can you describe this feeling?
It happened when I went into the secret room with the files.
When you saw the two bodies?
Oh, you can't possibly just call them two bodies. Two ordinary corpses would have rotted to nothing but bone in 160 years. These two were somehow mummified and preserved all these years. And I had this frightening feeling about them. They might still be alive.
You know that's impossible, Julia.
Kendrick, when I was there looking at them, I could have sworn that one of them moved.
Julia, under the circumstances, you could have imagined it very easily.
You're talking. That's what Morgan said. I'm not sure. I wish I could stop thinking about it. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm amazed at your fear of this. I always thought you were the strong one in the family. I think it's quite interesting that I thought I knew you so well. But now I see a part of you that I never knew existed.
Kendrick, are you certain you want to go through with this?
Yes, Mrs. Collins, I'm certain.
Very well, then. I can't stop you. You are a member of the family now, as you said. Julia, where are Catherine and Morgan?
They're in the master bedroom. Shall I get them?
No. Let them enjoy a few moments more alone together. I'll prepare the slips for the lottery.
It'll be time soon. This could be goodbye, Catherine.
No, I'm sure it's not.
I've had the strangest feeling all day that I'm to be a victim of fate. How convenient it would be if I were to go into the room and die. And with Bramwell already free, That would leave you free.
Morgan, I can't bear to hear you talk this way. With my sister dead not a day, how can you think I'm thinking that?
Catherine, I want you to promise me something.
Very well.
If I should go into the room and die...
Morgan, please stop talking this way.
Catherine, I want you to promise that you will not marry Bramwell.
It is not going to happen. You're not going to die.
You haven't answered my question.
Come in.
Everyone is ready.
Well, where's Catherine?
She's not going to participate. She was chosen the last time.
And you took her place. According to your reasoning, you shouldn't participate either.
Mother, I'd rather not discuss it. Now let's get on with it.
I have prepared 4 slips. 3 of them are blank, and 1 is marked with an X. Whoever draws the X will sleep in the room. We will each draw a slip from the vase, but no slip is to be opened until everyone has drawn. Kendrick, do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
I have drawn a blank.
Another blank.
That leaves you and me, Julia.
Would you please draw first?
I have chosen the X.